my channel. If you're new here, my name's Rhea and I've dedicated this channel all to showing you how to style your wavy or curly hair, as well as just different styling techniques and things that work, things that don't work. This is all about curly hair. Today's video, I'm going to show you how I style my hair to get it to last for many days. So today is day 3 for me, and I feel like I still have great definition, minimal frizz, and all I've done is spritz it with some water and added just a little bit more gel. I'll also be showing you all the products that I use while I style. They'll all be linked down below so you can check them out. One thing I do want to note is this is the gel that I used to get a real soft, non-crunchy look. This is Uncle Franky's, and I'll talk to you about it later on in the video. But if you want more definition and not so much of a soft, flowy look, then I highly recommend this Not Your Mother's Curl Talk. So it kind of depends on which look you're trying to go for. So today I refreshed with this gel, but my original styling routine, I use this gel. So it's okay to layer as days go on. And also if you wanted to try both of these together on your wash day, you totally can. They're definitely interchangeable and I like them. I like both of them, and so it's hard for me to choose which one to use. Try them both out and see which one you like the best. If you need more direction on how to wash your hair and condition and techniques to do scrunching in the shower, those kind of things, I have a video link below as well on how I wash my hair. You can watch that one for more in-depth because I'm not going to go into that with this video. And also diffusing, if you need more info on diffusing techniques and how to, reduce frizz and speed up drying time, I have a video link below on that as well. So, all right, I'm done talking. Let's get into it. All right, so I wanted to come on here before I start with my hair wet and go into styling and just show you, this is what my hair looks like air dried with absolutely nothing in it. So if your hair air dries with just a slight wave, like even like underneath here, I don't have a lot of curl, it's pretty straight, but if your hair dries kind of fluffy, what's the word? Poofy? If your hair dries like that, and that's a good sign that you can try to style your hair wavy or curly and see how it looks. Let's get into it. So first things first is you want to make sure your hair is wet enough to start styling. So you want to hear this sound. And if you don't hear that, then just have a spray bottle handy so you can add more water if you feel like you need more. I always have it with me just because I feel like as I'm styling, it can tend to dry out. And so you do not want your hair drying out while you're styling. The reason being is you will have strands that will separate from your clumps, and that's what's going to cause the frizz. So I'm going to start with, this is by Les, it's called Love Your Curls. It's an all-in-one. It's going to moisturize and help me style my hair as well. It also reminds me of a curl cream, so it's just kind of like that pre-step before we add gel or mousse. So I'm going to use that much, and I'm just going to rake it through my hair. Don't forget to get up at the top as well, because it's easy for your hair to tend to frizz up here more so in the middle of your strands. But for me anyway, that's what I feel like. You just want to make sure you work it through and get great coverage. That's another thing is for frizz prevention, is make sure you get it all the way covered through your hair. Okay, now I've got that applied. I'm going to move on to my mousse. And okay, so this is the mousse that I absolutely love. I use it all the time. I feel like it gives me good volume and frizz control. It is Boosted Volume Inject Mousse by L'Oreal. The only thing that I don't like about it is the top always comes off. Like I buy new ones all the time when I run out, and every single time it's like a malfunction. It just does not stay on. So I have to push it back on and then kind of finagle it to get it to come out. So there we go. Okay, so I've got the mousse and I'm gonna just work it through same way as I did the curl cream. My dog is down here watching and I just dropped some mousse on the floor. Definitely don't want her to lick that. She didn't try, thankfully. I'll let you see her. There she is. She's just laying there watching. Probably wondering, like, what are you doing? Anyway, she's a pretty good pup. These products that I'm using in the order that I'm using them is really going to help hold your curl for many days, so you won't have to re-wash, you know, on day 2 or day 3. This could give you a good, I mean, depending on how oily your hair is, you could probably go 6 days or so without having to restyle, just because this is going to hold the curls really well. So now that that's done, I'm going to use my Denman brush and I'm going to brush style. So this has been a game changer for me for definition. And the way I do it is I always brush, that Belle is my dog. So we use the Belle technique for potty training, but she's totally potty trained. But she needs to go out. And I'm like, you just went out. So anyway, yeah, she's going to have to wait because I'm in the middle of this. All right, so I just brush up and out. And you can section your hair if you want. Like sometimes I'll do my hair halfway up and then I'll brush through the bottom and then work to the top. Today I'm just gonna do all of it with my hair down. But this is, so brush styling, sorry, I don't know if I didn't finish my sentence earlier. Brush styling has been a game changer for me as far as definition, just because it helps make the clumps. So that's what you want when you're styling your hair. You want curl clumps, because you know, when your hair stays together, then you are less likely to have frizz. And so I'm just brushing up and out on the top pieces just to add more volume, and that keeps it from like sticking to your head. Underneath here, just gonna brush these together. Another thing that brush styling does for you is just helps distribute the products through your strands rather than the products just sitting on your hair. This is going to help distribute. And you want to make sure your hair is wet while you brush through. You don't want to brush your hair when it's dry. It'll just cause damage. Okay, I'm going to go on to the side. See how this is just like flat to my head? That's when I want to take it and brush up. I'm going to throw it to the side. I'm going to move on to gel. So this has become my favorite gel. I still like to switch it up and use other things. I really like the Lush gel. I like Not Your Mother's a lot. And this is called Uncle Funky's Daughter. It's Curly Magic Curl Stimulator. And it's great for wavy. It even says on here kinky, curly, and wavy. So no matter what type of hair you have, this is going to be good for you. I just feel like it's not a sticky gel either. I'll show you kind of this consistency. So I just did 2 pumps, and if I pull it apart, see how it's not sticky. It's more of like a aloe vera type base gel. I'm going to just smooth this in like this. I'm using the praying hands method. Now that I've already brush styled, I feel like it's smooth, so I'm just gonna kind of push it in like this and go to the other side. Take 2 more pumps. Smooth it in. I always like to make sure I get right around my face since that tends to frizz. Okay, now I'm gonna scrunch. And you can hear that noise because it tells me I have enough water in my hair. And then you're also going to want to go upside down. Get it all the way through. So the next thing I'm going to do, and this is just going to help your waves or your curls to stay and hold longer. I'm gonna spray hairspray. This is by L'Oreal Paris. It's called Elnett. Honestly, I haven't really used it a whole lot, but I like that it's unscented and it has an extra strong hold. Here's what it looks like. And I will link all of these products in the description below. So you don't need a lot, just a light spray. And then I'm gonna kind of flip my hair to the side to get the underneath part. Okay, next thing is you're just gonna use a microfiber towel or a cotton t-shirt, anything that's 100% cotton or microfiber. You don't want polyester mixed in there. Just gonna gently put it up in there, squeeze, and then bring it back down. So I'm kind of doing it in a scrunching motion. The next thing you wanna make sure you're using is a heat protectant. This is my favorite. It's EVA NYC and it's called Mane and Magic. It's got 10-in-1 things that it'll do. Heat protect, it strengthens, it reduces frizz, nourishes, smooths, detangles, all kinds of great things. But I just lightly mist this through my hair before I use my heat. Just because, you know, we don't want to damage our hair with the heat. Okay, so for drying, I like to use a heat 3 at the beginning when I'm hovering and a speed 2 or 3, depending on if I'm in a hurry or not. And then when I start pixie diffusing, then I change the temperature to 2 instead of 3. You just don't want to use super hot heat directly on your hair. But first off, I hover like this and I go side to side. And after I feel like my roots are pretty well dry, then I move on to pixie diffusing. And you just take your diffuser, go up in your hair like this, and then just slowly let it down. And I let it sit there for probably maybe 10 seconds before I move on to the next section. So I'm gonna do that and then I'll be right back when it's dry. Okay, it's 100% dry. I've got a great curl cast, which tells me I'm gonna have some good hold for a while. I'm gonna use the BioSilk Silk Therapy Lite to break my cast. And you're just gonna carefully scrunch out the crunch, just like this. And you're just gonna scrunch until it doesn't feel like crispy anymore. And that's when the volume starts to happen as well. And you'll just start to get this real like soft curl look. I feel like it's pretty well scrunched out. And then if you want to add a little volume, this is something I always do to my roots. Still feel a little crunch over here. And there it is. So by brush styling my hair up, I'm able to easily, you know, go from side to side on it with my hair. And I don't have like a defined part, although I tend to kind of part my hair to the side like that. So I hope you guys give this a try. Let me know what styles work for you the best and give you the best results. This is just an easy go-to style that I like to do, especially if you're a beginner and you don't want to have to use a million products. Give this one a try and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.